So picture this. You're out with a bunch of your friends. You're swimming in the river in Florida. Something you do every day. You're having a great time. You're going to swim from one side to the other. And all of a sudden, your buddies look around. They start screaming. As you turn around, you see a 10-foot alligator barreling down on only you. What do? Hi, I'm David Essel. This is a true story. Caleb Fred Langdale is a 17-year-old kid in Florida that had this happen to him a few weeks ago, and it's an unbelievable story of someone with resolve and someone who refuses to be a victim in life. It's incredible. So what happens next is that he turns, the gator comes upon him, and he ends up grabbing his arm. And just before he got the full arm in the mouth, Caleb put both of his feet underneath the gator and pushed with all his might to get away. Now, first, successfully, he did that, and he turns in the water and he starts swimming to shore. But as he was stroking backward with one of his arms, the gator came up from behind, caught up with him, and grabbed onto it. He started to spin, as gators do. What Fred says next is unbelievable. The gator wanted to pull him underneath the water, and Fred knew at that moment he had to make a choice. He could either take both of his feet, put them on the gator's head, and push off, knowing, now think about this, knowing he's going to lose his arm, or he could be taken under and die. Fred does with something that I don't even know if I would have the capacity to do, to think this quickly, to act that smartly, and he does the unthinkable. He purposefully loses his arm to save his life. He makes it to shore where his friends are waiting, and they go ahead and wrap his arm to try to stop the bleeding to save his life. Take him to the hospital. In the hospital, he recounts the story. Now, I had a chance to talk to his mom, and one of the things I said to his mom was, you must feel so amazing to be able to bring up a 17-year-old boy in this world, to have the wits that he had, and also the smarts and the compassion to say what he said next on television, and it was this. You know, the only thing that I'm happy for is that my friends are safe, that I'm alive. The gator can have my arm. It's not that big of a deal. Now, what I want to try to figure out is, how do I ride my ATV with just one arm? That's the attitude this kid has. You know, like, there was no victimhood in his voice. There was no, like, this isn't fair. Why did it happen to me? There was none of that. Actually, it was quite the opposite. You know, he was grateful that his friends were alive. He was grateful that he was alive. And the most important thing to him is, how do I figure out how to do the hobbies I love in life? Isn't that amazing? And I said that to his mom. I said, God, you raised a great kid. You know, you've done the right work. Whatever you're doing, you did it, and it worked. And look at the example here. Now, for you and I, we've got to look at this situation. With all these people we talk about, these come from behind success stories on our XM radio show and right here on YouTube, we have to now apply these principles to our life. What is holding us back, right? What type of mentality that we're stuck in? What type of struggle are we going on? What type of resentments against ourselves or against other people are we holding on to that we have no right to hold on to, because they're holding us back from being on purpose, from enjoying our life, from living the life that Fred Langdale is living? Google him. You're going to love the story. It's much longer than what I've just shared, and it's worth the watch. If I can help you in any way to move your life to the next level, to exceed all of your own expectations, contact me at talkdavid.com. Let's live like Fred Langdale is living today. And for more stories like this, listen every Saturday, 3 hours, XM satellite radio, and all that information is at talkdavid.com. Have an awesome day.